Hello, everyone. My name is Linda Taylor, coming to you from Northern New Jersey, and so glad to be here with you on this last day of our fourth session of 21 days, day 84. But we are going to be continuing. I'll tell you about that in a second. So if you're new, we welcome everyone at any time to join. You can always watch the recordings. You can ask for a breakout room at the end to catch up. Just join in to the flow of what's happening, and we think you'll be fine. Also want to say that if you're new or if you have been coming for a long time, we do encourage you to have a mentor, and actually want to say that if you'd like multiple mentors, that's fine. If you want to change your mentor, that's fine. Just let us know. You'll see the mentor request form in the Zoom chat, and please feel free. There's so many eager Sahaja yoga instructors ready to help you, and I think many of us find that it's nice to have different people guiding us. So please feel free to do that if you like. So now I'd like to introduce our other presenter tonight, and that is Angela. Hi, Angela.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Linda. How are you?
Good. Please tell
Very
us a
happy
little
to
bit
be
about
here.
yourself. Yeah.
Yes, I live in the state of Maryland in the United States. I am originally from Colombia. I've been here for 20 years, and I'm going to share with you 2 songs at the end of the session. So I hope you enjoy this session as well.
Okay, great. So just also, we do have a surprise at the end, near the end of the program. We're going to have a participant, actually Angela, person that Angela has been mentoring, to join us and to share her experiences. So please stay on so you can hear her. Now, I'd like to show you the course schedule, just so everyone's aware that we are finishing up today with this session, and then we're going to take a 4-week break. But during that time, you can continue with the Monday, Wednesday, Friday foot soak sessions. They're a little shorter, and they are on the same Zoom channel and time as this program. And then starting on September 21st, we are going to have our next session of 21 days called The Joy of the Spirit. And that will be, we go 3 days a week times 7 weeks equals 21 days. So please join us and enjoy the break, but don't stop meditating during that time. It's a great time to meet with your mentor and to go deeper during that time when you'll have a little extra time. All right, so I would like to just review with you briefly what has happened in this last 21 days that we're just completing, and to ask you just to take a minute to reflect and introspect about how you've come along. Do you feel that you've grown? Have you been able to deepen the silence of your meditation? We have given you longer periods of just silence during this session and every program, and we hope that's helped you to hear what's going on inside, to get more comfortable with just being silent. And even if there are still thoughts coming, maybe there are fewer thoughts, maybe they're fewer and farther between, and maybe you're able just to get, even if you get a glimpse of that complete silence, it really works wonders. So hopefully these longer periods of silence have helped you get deeper. We also chose some topics in this session that were a little deeper as well. We spent 4 different programs on the 4 petals of the first chakra, the Muladhara. So again, if you missed any of these, you can certainly go back and review them on our website during the break. You'll have a little time. We talked about what we called enlightened faith and how that can help us go deeper. We had quite a few programs that dealt with things like not reacting, becoming more sensitive to divine guidance, making enlightened choices. And those we hope, and today's session too will help you to get a different perspective on how we can apply our meditative state and our connection to our daily life. So today, our topic is allowing divine love to solve our problems. So I want us to reflect a little bit about this, the name of this session, which is really very powerful. So allowing, that's a key word, allowing divine love, that's another key concept, divine love, to solve our problems. So we all now, if you've been here, you have your Kundalini awakened. We call it self-realization. Even if just a few strands of this energy come up, that's the beginning, and that's enough to get started. And that awakening gives us the connection. When the Kundalini comes up to the top of the head, breaks through, we get the connection to the all-pervading power of divine love. So the question is, to what extent can we be steady there? Have we strengthened that connection? And to what extent have we also taken advantage of how it can help us to really change how we live our lives more joyfully? So we may still be holding on to what I want to say is our old mindset, where we maybe even unconsciously, but very often when we encounter something in our life, we immediately think, oh, that's not possible, or but, or no, I don't think that's going to happen. Or we get a challenge and we freeze up and we don't know what to do. We feel helpless and out of control and get very worried. So with this connection, we can have a new paradigm, let's say, a new mindset, that we can trust in the connection that we have to this all-pervading power of divine love, and we can open ourselves to unexpected possibilities. So, and this is where it takes a little bit of deliberate, conscious attention to catch ourselves and to see. And I think if you see during the day how many times you do unconsciously go to this little bit negative mindset that no, it's not possible, no, I can't, no, but rather, if we can shift to, rather than, okay, a challenge arises, and instead of worrying, instead of thinking, instead of planning, go to that state of connection. We can just take our attention there, get into that state of connection, and ask for help. And if we take advantage of that connection and ask, the divine power is waiting for us to ask. Often we simply forget to ask. So if we can remember, okay, I have a problem, I have a challenge, I think something's not possible, let me ask. And wait. Sometimes we're impatient. We go straight into thinking. So we connect, we ask, we wait, and wait for that solution to emerge. And it may not be immediate. It may take days or weeks, depending on what it is that you're facing. But if we really can let go and surrender to that power, believe that it's there to help us, that if we ask, we'll get the help, you'll see that things start to work out in unexpected ways. And our limited mind can't even imagine some of the solutions or things that can change that we thought were not possible, can be possible. What I call everyday miracles of Sahaja Yoga. So I want to encourage you to open up yourself to get the full benefit of this connection that we now have, our self-realization, and try to practice doing this. You can start in little simple ways. I'll give one example. I didn't have much time one day and I wanted to buy some flowers, and the supermarket that's nearby never has nice flowers. But I thought, well, I don't have much time, let me see. So I went in, and lo and behold, they had the most beautiful flowers that day. So we can be surprised. We should be, if we keep ourselves open to what can happen, that the divine power is with us, ready to help. And later on, when we chat, we can talk about some more examples of this kind of happening. Another thing that often happens is if I face something in planning or scheduling, something unexpected happens, someone can't come when they were supposed to show up for something, and it's my responsibility to make sure there's something going on. So I'm getting better and better at just waiting, bringing my attention to the top of my head, asking, and seeing what comes. So it can be the solution just comes, that who I should ask to come and sub, or how I can go ahead. So it's that process of connecting, just remembering to connect and go ahead. So let's, with that, let's go into our foot soak. We can give some vibrations like this to our foot soak bowl. Let's put our feet in and raise our Kundalini. Let's do it with intention, knowing that we're raising more and more strands of this energy to help us connect to that divine power of love. Second time, more and more strands coming up. We tie the knot to establish them there. Third time, keep our attention following along. And now on the top of our head, above our head, tie 3 knots. Take a deep breath. See how we feel. Let's give ourselves a bandhan, starting at the left hip, up over the top of the head and back again 7 times. We do it, follow our hand with our attention, because that strengthens this protection. Let's bring our hands up to our level of our heart. Just see how we're doing. Let's check with our right hand above our head. See if we can feel the Kundalini up there. We may feel it as a cool breeze, as a kind of field of energy there. Let's put our hand on top of our head first. See that our attention is there where we're pressing down. Raise up our hand. Just see, without any more initial clearing, we can just be there together. Our attention collectively is so powerful. Let's see, with our left hand, press down first. Breathe, relax, exhale. Let our attention rise to that point. Everybody. Raise up our hand. See where it's quiet. It could be just a little, it could be closer to the head, but bring your hand way up. It can be very high up. Find the place that's quiet above your head. Bring our hand down. Let's see in our hands how we're feeling. Depending on how you're feeling, if you can clear the left side or the right side. You know how to do it. Just to review the left side, we put our left hand out towards the photograph, right hand towards the earth. Or if it's your right side, right hand to the photograph, left hand back over the shoulder. So you decide now which side you need to clear, and if you're balanced and cool on both hands and feeling light, then just enjoy and meditate. Let's together say Om, and at the same time, bring our hand up, the central channel like this. We'll do this maybe 7 times, saying Om as we raise. Now, and also please keep your attention inside, following your hand up the central channel as it comes up. Okay, and then we're going to end up at the top of our head each time, and we'll stay there each time a little bit too, to really feel that we know where is this place of connection above our head, so we can more and more easily get there at any time that we want. All right, so let's start with Om. Breathe in. Om. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Again. Om. Again. Om. Last time. Om. Bring our hand down. See how we're feeling. So these vibrations, this powerful energy is also called Param Chaitanya. So this is the ocean that contains everything within it, what Shri Mataji has called it. It's the divine vibrations that are everywhere. And so if we put our hands up, see if we can feel that. And this is what also we get connected to at the top of our head in the whole universe. So let's open our eyes. We're going to rinse off our feet. We're going to get ready to hear a very beautiful talk of Shri Mataji, where she talks about the power of this Param Chaitanya, divine love. Just put your bucket aside for the moment. And now we'll watch the talk.
You are protected by this Param Chaitanya. Nothing can change you. Nothing can trouble you. Nothing can overpower. Because you are not aware also of this Parama Chaitanya. That's why you little bit get worried and people write to me, Mother, something wrong with my daughter, something this. Everything can be corrected by Param Chaitanya. If you know how to leave it to that, if you understand how you are one with that Param Chaitanya, you are a part and parcel of it. And that Param Chaitanya is looking after you. You don't have very conscious effort. There's no need to have very conscious effort. Accept life as it is. As it is, whatever life is there, accept. Don't retaliate, don't get angry, don't get upset. Just accept. And you'll enjoy the same life which was irritating you. You will see the enjoying part of that. And it will be so beautiful the way you will see that you will get over all your problems. You will get over all your enemies. And a kind of very fresh, beautiful existence will come. So now, as you are all Sahaja, it's a very great position. With that, if you humble down, then you'll be amazed to see that you are absolutely in contact with this Param Chaitanya. Not only that, but you have become Param Chaitanya. With this Param Chaitanya, you can do anything. I need not tell you what you can do, because some of you may not believe. But that's my own experience is that if you are the Param Chaitanya, if you know you are the Param Chaitanya, then it keeps your dignity, it keeps your position, it keeps your word and looks after you. And whatever is just said or desired, just get it. Your desires also change. Your desires are not for stupid things, but for something that is very noble. Like you want to transform people, you want to do Sahaja work. All these desires are fulfilled fully when you want to do it, you like it, and you think of it. It is something, even seeing something. You see something and you are stunned by that. Immediately, Param Chaitanya will take over and you will have no problems. No problems. Because the way we react to all these difficulties and to so-called odds in life becomes a play, just a play. You are amazed, you looked at it, finished. Look at that, finished. That is how it is the light which goes into the darkness and finishes the darkness. The darkness is finished and our problems are finished also. So this is what is our awareness has to become. Awareness has to become Parama Chaitanya. Then you get all the ideas, everything that are divine. But not only that, but also the help of the divine, all the solutions of the divine. It's something amazing, and everything quietens down. Everything settles down. And you are amazed watching all this, that you are the center of doing all these things. You are not aware that you are doing and you are there. That ego part is missing. But you see it's all happening around you, and then you are amazed how it is happening. The whole lifestyle changes, the whole understanding changes, and you become a great source of happiness, joy and knowledge to others. You don't have to study anything, you don't have to know much, but you will know about everything what is right and what is wrong. And then only you can tell the things with complete authority that this is not right. Like today we had a discussion on this point about the economic position and the economics of modern times. I said it's all wrong. Because it is self-destructive. It destroys the nations, if not your nation, other nations. Then it also destroys your family life. It destroys your value system. It completely destroys you. So what sort of economics is this? It's just a show, you can say, a balloon. It can burst any moment. I have seen people who are very rich, very think no end of themselves, become bankrupt. And many bankrupt become rich. So it's kind of a turmoil in which they are jumping from one shore to another shore. But you are not. You watch that drama.
Let's close our eyes, be in silence for a few minutes. We can also look at Shri Mataji's picture, look at her smile, we look at her shining eyes that reflect love, compassion, concern. In today's talk, Shri Mataji spoke about life and how accepting our life helps us in this process of self-knowledge and self-realization. Let's listen to this specific part in which she talks about this. Shri Mataji said, accept life as it is. As it is, whatever life is there, accept it. Don't retaliate. Don't get angry. Don't get upset. Just accept it, and you will enjoy the same life which was irritating you. You will see the enjoying part of that, and it will be so beautiful the way you will see it, that you'll get over all your problems. You'll get over all your enemies. Let's meditate on this beautiful message. There is also a beautiful poem from the Bhagavad Gita, which is an ancient Indian poem that reflects the same teachings we heard from Shri Mataji. This poem describes what life is. We can close our eyes, keep our attention on top of our head while we listen to the following poem song. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a gift, accept it. Life is an adventure, dare it. Life is a sorrow, overcome it. Life is a tragedy, face it. Life is a duty, perform it. Life is a game, play it. Life is a mystery, unfold it. Life is a song, sing it. Life is an opportunity, take it. Life is a journey, complete it. Life is a promise, fulfill it. Life is love, discover it. Life is beauty, praise it. Life is truth, realize it. Life is a struggle, fight it. Life is a puzzle, solve it. Life is a goal, achieve it. apart from accepting life, it is important to accept ourselves. We are the way we are for a reason. We have different experiences for a reason. We need to work different aspects of our own life for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence. So let's keep our right hand on our heart. We can say, Mother, I accept my life. Mother, I accept my existence. Mother, I accept myself with love, with respect, with admiration, because I am the Spirit. Sajit Ananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Sajit Ananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. I am truth, I am joy, I am attention, I am love, I am the Spirit I am. Shivoham, Shivoham. Sajit Ananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Sajit Ananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. When we love ourselves, we are able and we are ready to accept this divine love, the love of the Param Chaitanya. There are so many manifestations of this love, for instance, in nature, in the people around us, and perhaps in the problems we come across. Those problems that could be seen as opportunities to grow. What is today a problem, tomorrow could be a blessing. We have been given a solution to our troubles, to our problems, and it is our self-realization. This self-realization that is as gentle as it is, like the sprouting of a seed. And it is as powerful as the tree that grows out of that tiny seed. Shri Mataji, out of her love and compassion, gave us this gift of Sahaja Yoga. Let's accept it. Let's take it. Discover it. Realize it. Achieve it. So let's take our hand towards Sahasrara. We can massage our Sahasrara clockwise. We can say, Mother, please establish our self-realization. Mother, please help us feel the love of the Param Chaitanya. Mother, please establish our self-realization. Now we can take down our hand. We can close our eyes. When Shri Mataji came to America for the first time in 1972, about 51 years ago, she wrote a beautiful poem dedicated to all the seekers of truth. The name of the poem is To My Flower Children. Please close your eyes and listen to this poem. You are angry with life like small children whose mother is lost in darkness. You suck expressing despair at the fruitless end to your journey. You wear ugliness to discover beauty. You name everything false in the name of truth. You drain out the emotions to fill the cup of love. My sweet children, oh my Now we can meditate in silence for some time. Once again, let's keep our right hand on our heart. We can say, thank you, Mother, for our life. Thank you for your love and protection. Please help us to become what you wish us to become. Now we can raise our Kundalini. We can take a bandana or a protection around ourselves. Thank you. Back to you, Linda.
Thank you so much, Angela. It was so beautiful. I can't tell you, I have read that poem so many times, but I never felt it so deeply as when you sang it just now. So it was amazing. So I hope everyone enjoyed it as much as I did. And all of the offerings that were so, so beautiful and just took us just completely there. So thank you. And I hope everyone's feeling in that silence now and just the depth and the connection to this Param Chaitanya. So we do have some things to tell you and ask you. And the first thing is that we would like to know a couple things from you. We'd like to know how you're doing and how you've experienced the course. And we'd also like to know something rather practical, which is which devices you use when you tune into the program. So we have a little poll that we'd like to launch right now. And if you could take a minute and answer that. There are two questions. This is the first one. This helps us with our graphic design and our understanding how to make the interface good for everybody. So if you could, we'll also put this in the WhatsApp groups. So if you are on YouTube, you can answer it probably tomorrow during the day. Okay, well, maybe I guess most people will answer later. And then we have a second question in the poll. And that is to please tell us about your experience in the course. And you can type as much as you want there. We really do read these and would like to know so we can meet any requests that you have and adjust as needed. So would really like to hear your input, good and bad. All right, so you can keep doing that. We'll keep it open, but in the meantime, we're going to do, and if you can close it from your screen if you don't want to look at it anymore. So now, again, if you didn't come in at the beginning, this is the schedule. So today is the last day of this 21 days. We're going to take a 4-week break, but during that time, you can keep attending the foot soak and meditation sessions, same time and Zoom link, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Please also take advantage of this time to keep meditating, meditate on your own. It's a great thing to do to really see where you are, gauge your progress, and meet with your mentor. Then on September 21st, we will be coming back to do another 7 weeks, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday for session 5 called The Joy of the Spirit. So we'll look forward to resuming with you then. I mentioned earlier about requesting a mentor, and in the Zoom chat, you will see the form to do that. We'll put it in the WhatsApp groups also, because just wanted to say that if you would like an additional mentor, that's perfectly fine. Some of you have 2, 3, 4 mentors. That's fine. There's lots of teachers. And so if you want more people, that's perfectly fine. You may find you get some things from one Sahaja yoga instructor and other things from another one. So please feel free to request more. And then if you haven't already joined the WhatsApp group, you can use this QR code or go on our website where all of the recorded sessions, handouts, etc. are. So please take advantage of that. If you missed any sessions during the break, you can review them. If you want to go in a breakout room now and get some help or talk to someone, you're welcome to request that from breakout room help. But if you'd like to stick around, we're going to chat and share some experiences about today's topic. But before that, we are going to invite Ellen Kadir, who is a participant like you, who has been coming for some time. And Ellen, please come on, and we'll ask you to, Ellen has graciously agreed to share some of her experiences with us. So welcome, Ellen.
Well, thank you for having me. Angela, it was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen.
I've been looking for a meditation program for a while and never really got a lot of satisfaction out of meditating before. And then on my WhatsApp, the Sahaja yoga showed up and I said, I'm going to try it. It was in February and I liked it a lot. I was looking for balance and to just quiet things down in my mind. And I think during the second round, I requested a mentor. And I've been working with Angela. And I've been able to go into the silent meditation and stay there for longer periods of time. And it's really helped me a lot. A lot of good things have happened. And, I'm a lot more calmer and well.
You've seen changes in your life otherwise too?
Oh, yes, I have. I'm a lot more calmer, more positive, more grateful, and just more at peace. And I like that.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Tell us how often do you meet with Angela, or what's that been like?
We meet twice a week, and it's at 5:45, 5:45 in the morning. Angela's got to work. So I get up about 5:30ish and we meditate for about a half hour. And
it's been an incredible experience meditating with Ellen, especially because she is so disciplined. And I think it's so important to be disciplined, actually. It has been great for me as well, because I have to get up early and be ready for the meditation. And so it has been great.
And on the off days, I try to meditate in the morning, and I do the meditations in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it. I'm glad you guys are doing this.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. Anything else you want to say, Angela, about the relationship?
Yeah, something very important about Ellen. She's very constant and very dedicated. Like she said, she doesn't miss any meditation or even the foot soaks. So every day she's there. And I think that is important, especially in the beginning, right? Because we have to get the experience, to strengthen this experience. So this is something very important that I have seen in Ellen, and it has been also mutual growth because we are helping each other. It's not that I am a mentor, nothing like that. She's also mentoring me, so it has been a great experience for both of us. So if you don't have a mentor, go ahead and have a mentor.
I would definitely recommend it. You definitely get a mentor. It's worth it. Totally worth it.
All right, fantastic. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us now. And
Thank you.
all right.
Thank you, Ellen.
Good care.
See you next Tuesday.
On Thursday, right?
Oh, see you on Thursday. Yes. 5:45 a.m.
Yes. Okay. Right, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So now Angela and I are going to chat a bit about today's topic. And the first thing we want to talk a little bit more about is the Param Chaitanya. And maybe a little more about how we experience it in our lives and how we understand it. So you want to start?
Yeah, sure, Linda. I think talking about the Param Chaitanya is so complex, right? Because it's something that really goes beyond our mind. I liked very much what you said, and I also heard this from Shri Mataji many times, in which she says that this Param Chaitanya is an ocean that contains everything within himself, right?
Yes.
And there is no comparison. There is nothing like that.
Yeah.
So, Shri Mataji also gave an example of a seed, right? There is a seed, there is a tiny seed. And it contains so many things because we just see a seed, but then we see a seed, then we see a tree, then we see a flower, then we see a fruit. What happened with the fruit is we'll eat the fruit, so it's nourishing us. So it's like so many events, one after the other. So it's an unending miracle. So this is the Param Chaitanya. Also, many people refer to this Param Chaitanya as divine, as God, as the universe, as divine love. And we always see this Param Chaitanya or this divinity or this expression of something superior, something exterior from us, right? I am here as a human. The Param Chaitanya or the divinity is far from me. But in reality, we are in it because it contains everything. So obviously it contains us as well, right?
Yeah.
So I think the beauty of Sahaja Yoga is that we get this freedom and this opportunity to discover this connection with the Param Chaitanya. And that happens as soon as we get our self-realization. So the self-realization is something so subtle that sometimes we miss the impact of the power that the self-realization has. And yeah, so many miracles come when we realize that whatever is happening in my life is not because of me or because of my efforts. It's just this destiny that is kind of drawn for you from the very beginning, right? And then we get so many experiences. It could be something very pleasant and satisfying and something that we are elated and happy because it could be something good. It could be something painful, difficult to accept. It could be something that is that makes us sad. But at the end of the day, everything is for us to evolve, to grow, right? And then we see, imagine if you are in a river, right? Walking in a river, and then you see your feet and the reflection of your feet, and you are walking, and then you see another feet walking with you. So this is the Param Chaitanya that is always in your life, whether we realize it or not. The Param Chaitanya is always there and is taking us to the ocean of that is itself, right? Or himself.
Yeah.
So that is, I mean, we can feel it in the heart. It's something that we cannot describe with words. It's a beautiful feeling to be able to feel what the Param Chaitanya is.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. What you're saying about you always feel that you're accompanied, that and honestly, since I've understood this connection, I never feel alone. Right? I mean,
Yes.
I can be you just with that connection, there's always a conversation going on, actually, that where I know that if some challenge comes or some problem, I just go here and I just am in connection and I'm asking for help, and it comes. It's that accompaniment is there. So it's such a beautiful presence in our lives that we don't feel that we're just somehow lost or alone in the dark. It's not. There's this fullness, right? There's something very tangible about it too, because of course we can feel it, then maybe I don't know if all of you out there can yet, but if you will become more sensitive to the vibrations and you feel the Padam Chaitanya interacting with you and helping you make decisions and helping you, decide or just figure things out. And then, I think so often too, when we remember to tune into it, and that's where we can get lost. If we forget, then that's when we go off. But if we can stay in that connection, in that state of connection with it, then it just is, everything becomes basically kind of magical in our lives. We need to talk to somebody and they call us. We were going somewhere and we didn't even realize that we needed to buy something, and there it is, that store. Or so many of these kinds of things that happen, that we feel that the divine is just in sync with our needs. And it's only when we kind of are not trying or pushing our agenda, when we just can manage to stand back and experience it, let it take us, allow it. That's what, today's topic, allow it to work. It's amazing. So, yeah.
Yes, it is. It is a real companion in our lives.
Yeah.
So
That's a
as
good
you
word.
said, we don't feel alone.
Yeah.
Because it is there all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so many things, that I've over the years in practicing Sahaja Yoga come to now kind of get used to is, for example, let's say, we're always planning things, or we have a plan to do something, and then we really want to do that thing. And then something comes along, a work responsibility or a family or some other thing that, is at the same time, or is, it's going to be, oh, well. So, I used to just go, worry about it. And what do I do? And do I say something to somebody, or do I, call somebody up, or do I change this or that? Now I just leave it. And by waiting, by just having faith that it's going to work out, almost always, not almost always, whatever happens is going to be the right thing. And often what happens is the thing that came in the way suddenly disappears, that meeting was canceled, or, the trip was changed, or the dates changed, or something happens that, by just leaving it to the divine, allowing the divine to work, it works. And I know there are some talks where Shri Mataji has said, if we put our attention, if we put our ego and our thoughts and our plans into the mix, it kind of doesn't allow space for the divine to act. So if we put those thoughts in there, it just crowds up the space, kind of thing. But though if we just pull back and allow the divine to work, it does, and in ways that we never expect, right? So just gets completely surprised all the time by the solution.
Yes, it's true. I remember 3 affirmations, Linda, that have been very useful for me. The first one is when we ask our Mother Kundalini to come to our attention, right? Because this faith has to be sustained by something, right? Obviously by our meditation. So when we ask our Mother Kundalini, please come to my attention.
Yes.
And then we ask our Mother Kundalini, please come to my heart. And one very important that I've been saying lately is, please, Mother Kundalini, come to my brain.
Yes.
And that helps so much,
Yeah.
when we say these 3 affirmations, because it just takes you to the Sahasrara easily.
Yes.
And then that is when you really can feel the presence of this divine love, the Param Chaitanya.
Yeah.
And it's nothing mental, it's just something real.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing that you are trying to say, oh, yes, I feel it. No, it's something real.
Yeah.
Whether you are feeling the vibrations or not, something is a feeling in the heart, something that you feel from within.
Mm-hmm.
Very powerful.
Very powerful. Wonderful. Okay. So, I mean, of course, one thing that we've talked about so many times in different programs is giving a bandhan, and that's, of course, another way to connect to the Param Chaitanya.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So just to remind everybody that that's, another way. I mean, I will say that, and just to refresh everybody's memory, that's where you write whatever your problem or concern is on your hand, and you circle it on your left hand, which is your desire power, your left side, and then circle it with the right hand, give it a bandhan like we do with the foot soap water. But in this sense, we are surrendering that problem to the divine power.
Shall we give a bandhan together just to practice?
Okay, what shall we give a bandhan for?
You tell us.
I would like to give a bandhan that everybody here can feel the connection to the divine power more and more in the next month, let's say month. All right, so feel our connection to the divine power more and more in the next month. Let's see. That's pretty cool. We are wishing this for all of us, and it's a very auspicious and pure desire. So we hope it really will work out for everyone to feel more. Sometimes if we put a bandhan on something and it's not something that's really good for us, it doesn't work. So, yeah. But one thing I will say is that we can always give a bandhan, and that is really helps to, because then you can sort of gauge if it's cool or hot, or sometimes you even feel something about the issue on your fingers and gives some insight into it. But I also have lately been just putting my attention here and, feeling that connection and asking for the help that way. And it also works, because that it's through that connection that it's the same thing as through here, that connection. So it's that, just want to say that's another thing that everyone can experiment with, is just to see, just by putting your attention on top of your head and asking for that help, and see what comes, see what solution you get. Yeah. One of the things I thought was interesting in Shri Mataji's talk was that she says, in relation to connecting to the Param Chaitanya, that we have to humble down. So I don't know what, I was reflecting on that. I wonder if you have any thoughts about that. How does that humbling down come into the mix of this?
Well, if we go for a walk and then we see flowers and then we see the nature, that humble us down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just by looking the creation, looking the beautiful things. I may be able to paint a flower, but I cannot create anything so beautiful as what we see in the nature. And I think humility is a quality of the Muladhara chakra, right?
And the
That
Agya,
is our inner child.
Yes, and Agya too, of course.
And the Agya, yeah. So it's very important to clear our Muladhara and to ask for this powerful blessing that is to be humble. And it's so beautiful because we are not always humble, but when we experience this humbleness, is nothing like that, right? It's such an amazing feeling to feel humble, because you have this inner child shining at the time, right? With innocence, with humbleness, with so many beautiful qualities. So it's like developing this inner child once again in us. When we look at the child, they are so humble, right? They are in the present. They are always ready to learn. They don't say, "Oh, I know everything." No, it's like so humble and recognizing every moment, little moment. So,
Yeah.
so by meditating on our Muladhara, we can develop that, and just by um, realizing everything that we see around, learning from everything, from the nature, from the people we see around.
Mhm.
Lately, I had the opportunity to be with teenagers quite a lot.
Hmm.
And it's such a humbling experience, being with them, because they are so talented. They sing beautifully. They are so innocent. It has been beautiful that I just can't, I don't have words to tell how much I have learned from them. So every moment in their lives, it could be taken as a lesson of humbleness.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think that it's so easy to just fall into the habit of thinking and planning, or thinking we know something, or just, and so to just get ourselves out of that rut, of that pattern of immediately going to our mental solutions, but to really, and that's where we get to our ego, right? Because we think that there's a way to work it out mentally, but if we can just pull back from it, it's the humbling down is to say, okay, I don't know. I really don't know the solution to this. And I really want help. And it's just that kind of humbling is it's hard to get used, it's hard to get into the habit of, but
Yeah.
I think we all are continuously on a more and more subtle path of catching ourselves, thinking we know what to do, and then, trying to say, oh, pulling back and go, no, let me see what the divine has in mind here.
I just remember a phrase. I don't remember, but it's from a philosopher. I don't remember from whom, but it just came immediately to my mind. It says in Spanish, it says, "Yo sé que nada sé." That means I realize that I know nothing.
Nothing.
So in reality, I don't remember. I have to search. Socrates, perhaps? I don't know. Yo sé
Maybe.
que nada sé. I realize that I know nothing.
And this is a
So
very big wisdom to have understanding. Yeah,
it's something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Of course, certain knowledge we apply and we need it, for work or with that kind of thing. But I think that in terms of life decisions and just, interacting with people, and in these ways of knowing, in my practice of Sahaja Yoga, I've always tried to kind of have a blank slate, to kind of clear my mind of all the strategies and things, and just try to be more open to different ways of relating to people or solving problems, and it's been quite a sort of thrilling journey, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, so allowing divine love to solve our problems. So we leave you all with that. Anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, it was such a pleasant experience to be with all of you today.
Yes.
It's really a blessing to be here. Thank you, Linda, and for the opportunity.
Thanks so much. Enjoyed it so much. All right, everyone. So we'll wish you a great 4 weeks now, and see you back. And if you want to stay and meditate a little longer, we'll put some music. So take care and good night.
Good night, everyone. Bye bye.